Previously, I covered this motion for extension of time in the Sarah Boone case. The reason was really simple. The underside counsel is actively seeking to withdraw and to have replacement counsel appointed by the trial court because the underside counsel is no longer handling court appointed appeals. So, very simple. Another lawyer wants to escape Sarah Boone. We have seen that time and time again, but I covered it because it was an update in the case. But as I said, there's no issue. It's going to be approved. People in the comments, a couple people, I believe, said something along the lines of course this was going to happen. And then we get this update, which is by order of the court, the motion for extension of time is denied without prejudice, as appellant has failed to certify that he has consulted with opposing counsel as required by Florida Rule of Appellate Procedure 9.300A. So it's denied, but if he consults the other side, I'm assuming it's going to be approved. But do you know who's not going to take this well? Sarah. Sarah has already written a public letter about this attorney. I covered it in a previous video, and she was raging about them, and the next thing we got is that they went out of the case. And Sarah, if you haven't listened to anyone that physically was there at her family law case, I recommend you do it. She is, in my opinion, slipping away from reality even more. She seems more confused than usual, even than before. Like, she is not doing well in prison, from my opinion, my frame of reference watching her over all this time. She seems to not be doing well. It does not sound like Sarah is handling things well, and honestly, it sounds like the people on the outside aren't really helping her. And what I mean by that is Sarah's talking about having them try to contact her appellate attorney. We had Sarah in court say there was something that she didn't get. It was like from someone else, and then her case law wasn't even real. Like, the cases didn't exist, a lot of them. And my guess is it was Chat GPT. So, yikes. Now, do I expect that they're just going to consult them and it's going to get approved and this isn't going to be a big deal? Yeah, I fully expect that, right? I fully expect this won't be a big issue. But I have a feeling we're going to get another Sarah Boone letter. And this letter will probably be complaining about this attorney. How dare they quit? How dare they try to quit? Because I expect they're going to be allowed to not have Sarah as a client. So this will get factored in, and Sarah will be like, look, they even did this incorrectly, and they were late filing this, and they did this wrong. That'll be entertaining. So watch out for that. Now, I also want to say that if you just watch Sarah Boone and you aren't watching Donna Adelson, and you're like, I find it interesting watching attorneys do things that you just shake your head at sometimes, like, this guy should have known better to consult the other side. The Donna Adelson trial. There is a defense attorney, previous judge, who I am blown away. I am blown away because, in my opinion, I have no idea how they are operating the way they are. They have the arrogance, in my opinion, they have the arrogance of a judge, but seem to not have any skills as a defense attorney, but they bring like the they're in charge attitude, if that makes sense. It is fascinating to me. I highly recommend there'll probably be highlight videos of this defense attorney, to be honest. Like, some of this stuff I just shake my head at. There was a whole moment where the judge had to stop the defense and from like yelling at the state and things during the jury was there. She stands up and she asks the witnesses questions, and to me, her questions are reiterating damning pieces of evidence, and then she just walks away like she did something. her objections are just wild. She tried to object that a mother and son talk to each other. And it's already something heavily established. She still tried to object to it. And when that objection was overruled, she just kind of sat there like, and I mean, she kept her mouth agape that like longer than that. I I don't get it. Um, that case, I am behind. I'm sure other people are going to be covering it much quicker, and it's live streamed. So I'm just putting it out there that if you need something to watch, it's something. It's entertaining. As for Sarah, we are waiting, of course, for the end of her family law case. That will be should be end of September, right? All of this with this attorney should also be handled by end of September. So she might be kind of dead in the water content wise at the end of September again, unless she decides to put her like complaint letter out, which I know is coming. She hasn't said she's doing it. I'm guessing. That might be something she waits until like October after this guy has fully been removed. Um, but yeah, so that's her update with Sarah. Just she still thinks she's getting out, and that still sits with me. It really does. Like hearing people talk about what she said during the family law case, she's still blaming George. She still thinks she's getting out. Like some people wonder like do the people filing the appeals really think they're going to get out? I think Sarah and I think Lori both really do think they're going to get out. They really think they're going to find a way out. Um I am shocked that neither of them have like tried a public plea to the president yet. And I know state level charges, but he is now um making statements against Colorado for someone that he wants released that has state level charges. So I'm surprised. I mean, especially Sarah. Sarah is in Florida, and the Florida governor kind of does what the president says. So not that she'd get it, right? But I'm just saying if we get like a Sarah letter to the governor slash the president publicly asking to be pardoned, I wouldn't be shocked. I think some people would be, but I feel like her grasp on reality is slipping little by little more and more. And I don't think we've had our craziest letter yet. I'll leave you with that. I don't think the craziest letter from Sarah Boone has happened yet.